Today we're going to be working with a stop motion app called Zing Studios. So get ready! When you first open the app, you will see 4 icons across the bottom: Create Movie, Capture Photo, Gallery, and Help. Today we're going to create a movie. The other icon we will be using is Gallery. A gallery is like a bank. It holds all of your movies and your photos that you take. To get started, you are going to need either Legos or pieces of paper or Play-Doh, M&Ms, Skittles, something that you can take a picture of and build on. So I'm going to use a Lego plate and I'm going to build up my Legos. And I'm going to get my iPad set up so it's standing upright, and I put a base plate right behind it, and I'm going to just tap the camera button. Now you're going to add your first item, and then you're going to snap your picture again. If you wiggle your iPad after your first picture, you will see a layer of your first picture. So we call that an onion skin, and that just helps us keep everything kind of in the same placement. So when our video is shown, it kind of helps us keep everything in order so nothing looks out of the ordinary in our stop motion movie. Now I'm going to add a little bit more and take another picture. Not a lot, just a little. And now I'm going to add just a little bit more and take another picture. Adding a little bit more, and you can see the onion skin is helping me keep everything in alignment. And now I've got my final wall built. Snap one last picture. You may notice at the top of your iPad a number counter. Right now I've taken 5 pictures, and that shows up on my counter. The more pictures you take, the longer your movie will be. When you've taken all of your pictures, you want to tap the arrow in the upper right-hand corner. Once you tap that arrow, your movie is ready to be viewed. So you're going to tap the triangle in the lower right-hand corner to watch your video. On the right-hand side, you will notice that there are several icons above the triangle that you just tapped. So the settings is going to help us slow the video down. And sometimes our videos get way too fast and it's hard to see all the pictures that we took. So by tapping the gear icon, we are going to slow our video down. When you tap it, this should appear. The 12 FPS means frames per second, and we want to put our finger on that dot and slide it closer to 1 frame per second. Ideally, 3 to 4 frames per second works out nicely. I slid my dot closer to the 1 frame per second, and I now have it at 7 frames per second, and I think that works very well to tell my story about building a house with Legos. Your movie is now ready to save, but if you're feeling pretty adventurous, it's time to add some music to your movie, or maybe some sound effects. When you tap on the music note, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. On the bottom, you will see several icons. The first one is if you'd like to record your voice, like you'd like to tell the story of what's being done in your movie, or if you'd like to add music or sound effects. I'm all about the music and the sound effects, so I'm going to tap on the music note. When you tap on the music note, you will notice that it takes you to a new page with all sorts of music, and as you scroll down, there's even more sound effects. So I've tapped on one of my favorite, which is called Funky, and added that to my movie. When you've chosen your music, you're going to tap the arrow to get you back to your video. If you'd like to add more music or sound effects, you can do it frame by frame. So if you slide across the bottom, every picture that goes inside the red frame, you can add music or sound effects to, if you're interested. It's now time to arrow back and go to the gallery. Once you're in the gallery, you will see that you can continue to make movies or take pictures, or you can take a look at the movie that you just made. My movie's ready to go and ready to be saved into my camera roll. Here's my... When you tap on your movie, the 4 icons will appear. If you'd like to add more or edit, you certainly may. If you save it, it'll save in your camera roll. It'll be easy to upload to Seesaw. I cannot wait to see what you are going to create with this stop motion app.